Alexander County is located in the foothills of North Carolina, just north of Hickory. According to the 2010 census, Alexander County has a population of 37,198. There are 28 departments that serve the citizens of the county. Alexander County has 275 full-time employees with a finance office staff of 5. We began using Munis for our financials and payroll software in July of 2005. Within several years, we realized we had problems associated with storing paper files. Paper invoices and file check copies occupied a great deal of space. Older documents were stored in a cinder block building that was not climate controlled. Boxes had moisture damage, and the stacks would fall over, scattering the contents. When a copy of an invoice was needed, the AP clerk would get the invoice from a filing cabinet or from a storage box in a file room. In some instances, a trip down the road to an off-site facility would be needed, and no one liked going to that building. So we got to thinking, there has to be a better way to manage our invoices. We did a little research and considered our options. In the end, we decided to use Tyler Technologies' Tyler Content Manager for our document imaging, storage, and retrieval system. We purchased the system, went through installation, and were ready for training. Now, as I'm sure you can all relate, technology is great when it works, but not so much when it doesn't. And you've got to understand how to use the product. After working through a few hiccups, though, we were ready to implement TCM in July of 2012. We now key invoices and scan them into TCM in batches. In this video, only one invoice is keyed as an example. Once an invoice is keyed, a label which indicates how many pages for the invoice and supporting documentation is printed. The items are then scanned. The scanner reads the barcode label and the image is matched to the correct invoice in the system. Ordinarily, we key about 30 invoices and then scan that batch. The images can be retrieved as soon as the accounts payable file is posted, usually within 2 days. Not only can the finance office retrieve documents, but other departments can also. This eliminates other departments contacting finance when a copy of an invoice is needed. The invoice can be pulled through the vendor inquiry menu or with account inquiry. The specific invoice is highlighted, and with a few clicks of the mouse, the image is produced. You can click through to see all pages of supporting documentation. The image can be enlarged or printed. You can also view documents related to the invoice. The initial purchase order can be viewed and printed, and the file copy of the check is also available. Both are in the PDF format. Now, we did have the usual growing pains when implementing TCM. There were some problems on the installation side that were frustrating at times. Also, during the training, we realized we needed to change some of our internal procedures. Despite the problems we faced, we are glad we purchased and implemented Tyler Content Manager. It has reduced the amount of time to locate paid bills. Financial management and internal control benefits include a centralized location for the storage of accounts payable documents without the physical space limitations. Protection from hazards such as fire or flooding is another benefit of TCM, since the county's IT department maintains off-site backup of the computer server. Efficiency has been improved, allowing finance staff time to spend on more important tasks. We've been using TCM for 2 years. We feel this project was successful and are now ready to undertake a new project, implementing Tyler's employee self-service. So whether you're a big fish or a little fish like Alexander County, you too can use technology to improve your finance office.